Build a better mousetrap, and the world will beat a path to your door is a phrase attributed to Ralph Waldo Emerson. Specializing in design engineering and remote data monitoring, the folks at Envolve Engineering have taken Emerson's quote to heart with the launch of a product that is extremely cool. And in Southwest Indiana, we like our cold beverages. Come on in and let's find out. With Pat Borman, Envolve Engineering. Tell us about Envolve Engineering.
Okay, well here at Envolve, first of all, I guess we incorporated back in 2013, which is just about 6 years ago, with myself and 3 other guys, Greg Horton, Mike Stagg, and Garrett Strandemo. We incorporated after Whirlpool Corporation left town, and we started doing work and design consulting for consumer appliances and products.
So how has it been for you? This is a tech startup. So how has it been working in a tech startup, especially and maybe closer to the industry that you were in, being in our market in Evansville?
Well, the Evansville market offered a lot of things, particularly at the time that we started up, because Evansville has a lot of talent. We have a lot of engineers, electrical, mechanical, software engineers. So we had a lot of good colleagues that we'd worked with prior to start our business. But then beyond that, there are a lot of good colleges here locally, University of Evansville, USI, and we have brought several interns in over the course of the past years. In fact, we brought in 12 interns over the past 6 years. 3 of those have actually been given direct positions with us.
So, Pat, you have 3 different areas in which you work in. Can you tell us a little bit about those areas?
That's right. Well, actually, so we started off as product design engineers, and that's mainly what we do here, but we branched out. So, aside from just designing the products themselves, we sell products. We designed our own ice maker, and we've designed that so you can purchase that as an aftermarket ice maker for your refrigerator at home. And then there's a third area that we've gotten into. We have designed data monitoring equipment, and we've done this for cold storage devices, which you see at universities and at hospitals. When you have things that are held at an ultra cold temperature to be preserved, it's very important to keep those temperatures. We have a wireless device that monitors those temperatures. If things go out of bounds, it sends push alerts to you or the lab manager that needs to know.
I'm with Greg Horton, who's with Envolve Engineering, and several of the folks who were part of the design team at Whirlpool actually were part of the design for this new product. So you're going to tell us a little about one of the products you've been working on, is a specific kind of ice maker. And Greg, take us through this process.
Sure, thanks Greg. I'd like to briefly tell everyone about the Comar Ice Maker. The Comar Ice Maker is a effort that was a joint effort between Envolve Engineering and our manufacturing partner in Chicago, Illinois, Molon Motor and Coil. And what we have done is used all of our experience from the years in refrigeration to develop a product that is now available for sale on Amazon. And I have an example of this ice maker. It is an energy efficient ice maker. It uses maybe about 25% of what your current die-cast ice maker does today. It has all of its own electronics and software built in, so all you have to do is plug it in. And
so it's just a plug and play kind of thing.
It's a plug and play kind of thing. We also have 2 or 3 different OEMs that are investigating this for consideration on their new product lines.
So how challenging it is for someone, because one of the things that always seemed to go wrong with the refrigerator is the ice maker. At some point in time you need to replace this. How challenging is it for someone like myself to replace an ice maker?
It's not difficult at all. The main operation that you would have to do is to unplug your refrigerator and to shut the water off and remove about 2 screws, sometimes 3, and an electrical disconnect. Put this one in, tighten the screws, plug it back in, power the product back up, turn the water back on, and it should be ready to roll.
And we're going to show this online as you're going through this so that folks can see the ease of installation, see the product itself. And they are commercially available, so I can get this through Amazon right now find this and replace my ice maker if I need to have that very thing done.
That is correct. You can order one on Amazon, ships directly to your house. I'm sure everyone has experienced the unpleasant drink down the face when the traditional half moon cubes get dammed in the glass. The Comar ice maker makes a square type cube, and you don't have that aggravation. It tends to be favored by everyone in our surveys, and so that was one of the main reasons why we chose this cube shape.
So, and in particular, this unit is much more energy efficient than the unit you would typically have in your own refrigerator.
It is. There is no heater, and that is where we get most of our energy efficiency. We twist the cubes out of a plastic tray as opposed to heating a metal tray, which in turn has to be recooled after every harvest of the ice cycles.
So this is specifically twisting the cube coming out of the tray from that standpoint.
That's the way it operates. So it's very simple in its operation, and we've put a great deal of engineering into the geometry of the tray and the material selections to make it reliable for years. The most recent effort that we have on this design is to get our certification for hydrocarbon refrigerants, which, as everyone knows, are coming to the United States within the next couple of years.
Thank you very much and hopefully people understand there's a lot of design effort that goes into making something as simple as an ice cube. This is part of, I guess, the Internet of Things that is happening. People are always talking about what is the Internet of Things. This is a new field, but besides the ice maker itself, are you working on other products that Envolve?
We are, and CES Labs is a company that we have been a part of for about 2 years now, and our main focus there is for remote monitoring of critical parameters. We've developed our own devices that do that very thing. It could be temperature, it could be pressure, it could be liquid level, and at your fingertips you can tell the status of whatever it is that you have monitored.
So today we have 3 devices available. This is where we primarily use in cold storage for temperature monitoring. This device here is used for liquid level propane monitoring, and this device here would be used for actual fluid level as far as fuels, oils, anything of that petroleum caliber. CES Labs not only has this wireless communication, but we kind of try to offer a full key turn package for the critical systems, from sales to service to monitoring and calibration. We have 24-hour emergency service. We can put together service plans, preventative maintenance plans. We can do training for your new equipment, installs, and calibrations.
For software development, depending on the project and the complexity of the project, we do it a number of different ways. For what we consider to be our core products that we control with our own back-end system, like our remote monitoring devices, all of that is done internally. For some other projects, depending on how busy we are or what the competency is, we also have a network of external resources that we will contract with from time to time to develop products. And additionally, we have a strong internship program with University of Southern Indiana, and we have, I believe we've trained as many as 6 or 7 software engineers that have come through here as interns that are now working in various local companies as software engineers.
So I want to thank Envolve Engineering, both Greg and Pat, for being here. It really is a tech Cinderella story where you started at an innovation point, which is our tech incubator, and now you moved to a new location. You've been involved in engineering design, product design, you're getting the data monitoring, the Internet of Things. I mean, what's on the horizon? What's new for you as you're moving forward with the organization?
Well, it was really nice to be into our 6th year of business here. And the first 5 years at Innovation Point were really nice, great facility. Now that we are into our own facility, it gives us a little bit of room to expand and customize on some of the things that we're really good at.
Well, we want to thank both of you for continuing to invest in Indiana's Great Southwest.